Howdy, y'all. It's Reese, aka Bearman Prime, on this June 12th. Welcome back to my Read the Bible in a Year series. Thank you again for joining me. God bless you all. Card in the top right hand corner for the rest of the playlist. And please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Really do appreciate it. All right, so at this point, Jesus has been born. He is a little baby being held by his mother Mary. He has been presented to the Lord at the temple in Jerusalem. He's been circumcised. And they are doing everything that they are supposed to do according to the law of Moses, the Jewish law, their customs. And now we're going to go back to the book of Matthew, and we're going to read about how Jesus' birth not only had implications not just in Israel, but outside to the world, where we see the wise men come from the east, the three kings or the three wise men that come from the east to see this king that has been foretold. Okay, they don't understand fully because they are not, they're not Jewish. Okay, they're technically Gentiles, but they know God in a way, and they worship Him and study Him, I suppose. And they knew about the prophecy that was foretold about the King, and so now they're coming to see this King and to greet Him. So let's go to Matthew chapter 2 today, beginning in verse 1. Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem in Judea during the time when Herod was king. After Jesus was born, some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem. They asked people, "Where is the child who has been born to be the King of the Jews? We saw the star that shows he was born. We saw it rise in the sky in the east, and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard about this, it upset him, as well as everyone else in Jerusalem. Herod called a meeting of all the leading Jewish priests and teachers of the law. He asked them where the Messiah would be born. They answered, "The town of Bethlehem in Judea, just as the prophet wrote. Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, you are important among the rulers of Judah. Yes, a ruler will come from you, and that ruler will lead Israel, my people." Then Herod had a private meeting with the wise men from the east. He learned from them the exact time they first saw the star. Then he sent them to Bethlehem. He said, "Go and look carefully for the child. When you find him, come tell me. Then I can go and worship him too." After the wise men heard the king, they left. They saw the same star they had seen in the east, and they followed it. The star went before them until it stopped above the place where the child was. They were very happy and excited to see the star. The wise men came to the house where the child was with his mother Mary. They bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened the boxes of gifts they had brought for him. They gave him treasures of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But God warned the wise men in a dream not to go back to Herod. So they went home to their own country a different way. All right, so Israel still has a king in a way, but it is not the legitimate king of the line of David. It's a figurehead, especially at this point with the Roman Empire. Herod is, the current king ruling at this time. Not really sure what his genealogy is or what his claim is, but it's clear that he is not of the line of David. And so here we have these wise men, these strangers come in and saying, "Where is the King of the Jews that has been born and was foretold? Where is the King of the Jews?" And Herod's like, I'm the King of the Jews. I'm king. Who are you talking about?" And of course, then he brings in those who actually know the scriptures, who have read the scriptures. Okay, that's a point of distinction too. They have read the scriptures, but they did not understand them because God did not let them understand it. Okay, so they went through their scriptures, and of course it says, and Micah, the prophet Micah, says that Bethlehem will be the birthplace of the leader of Israel, the people. Of course, Herod, being who he is, he's he's upset because here is this this threat to his rule, his reign, even though he's very not much more than a figurehead at this point due to the Roman Empire controlling Israel at this time. He wants to hold on to as much power and influence as he can. So he's like, I can't have some usurper coming in and taking my throne. This cannot happen. So he tells the wise men, "You go find him. and then I'll come after you, and then I'll worship him too. But really, he's gonna try to kill Jesus. Okay, and God uh, warns the wise men about this, and so they circumvent Herod and go back home by a different way and don't tell him. So kind of leave Herod hanging. So we'll pick it up there tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.